and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready. And the Bruins will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So the Washington Huskies offense takes the field to start this game off. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Leaves it with the back. The Huskies get enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. That's caught. It's Laporta. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. And the Huskies are in the hurry up.
Really nice looking pinpoint throw there. And when I think back to Husky QBs, you think about Warren Moon, you think about Mark Brunell, the Heward brothers. What about Jake Browning? All made really good decisions. This guy, he's got a lot of arm talent, but he's also very smart.
Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
They'll ride the hot hand.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Now the play fake. Caught behind the line. It's John. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense accepts the roughing the passer penalty, and they get a new set of downs. Power football with the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. 10th play of the drive coming up, but this time a chance for the defense to get off the field on 3rd and long. Extending the play. Got enough space. Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities, mission number one, right? Every single game you go into. Last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. This field goal attempt is going to be an even 50-yarder. That is no good. After the miss, no change in the score. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. That 50-yard field goal attempt was no good, and now they'll have to play defense, 1st and 10 from the 33. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Buying some time as he moves left. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Offense gets set for 2nd down. From the gun, the running back has it. The Bruins will keep this drive going. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it, 1st and 10 at the 42. Running back searching for a hole. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Handoff to the lone back. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. Finds a crease at the 20. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It is getting loud as this crowd tries to help its defense. From the red zone, looking for a man. Got it! Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on 1st and goal, and they are not cooperating. Trying to pound it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point makes it 7-0. A 67-yard touchdown drive there, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. He'll do it himself. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Washington right back to the line.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure, trying to make magic with his feet. They get him on the ground, didn't see anything downfield, but made a little something out of it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nifty little scamper on this one, enough for the 1st down, and he slides in safely. The Huskies come to the line with a new set of downs.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't. And he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Throws to the tight end. It's caught. They stop him at the 42, but they're on a roll with a pickup of 15 and a 1st down. He's going to pass. He's got it down the middle. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Down to the 26-yard line and a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Feeling some heat. Keeps it and got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
Getting set for the point after. Smashes it through for the PAT. They marched 72 yards, and it was finished off by a terrific 26-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He'll keep it himself. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Davis looking to pass. Trying to make magic on the scramble. On the move at the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. Gonna run it. It's Raiola. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On second down, they'll take to the air. They've got the screen set up. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. As they come to the line on third and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. He's finally brought down, but that freshman found some running room. And the Bruins are on the move. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Got it inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Offense.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. Little touch pass to the receiver. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. This offense has a second down play. He's looking to throw. He's going to run it. He felt the heat, trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two. It has been said that the other team's quarterback must go down, and he must go down hard, and he did.
And often is good, too. The most you can get to him, but great job by the defense, rushing the quarterback, understanding pass, and getting the big fella on the ground.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Starting to feel a little pressure. Nice job to get down there and avoid the hit with the slide. The Bruins will go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Buys a little time. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. Fourth down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's fourth down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive there.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they wanted. Now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
He'll pull it on the read. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea, because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Washington coming to the line with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That's caught. It's Laporta. And the runner is down, and so is a flag.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Throws into double coverage, and it's picked off. Not only a great play, but tremendous discipline by this sophomore to make the pick.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
To the ground with the back. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They'll line up for a second down play. Davis will throw. A strike downfield. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Wide out in motion. From the gun, running back on the move. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Off the RPO, complete. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He'll work his way down to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Give to the back. Blast is way ahead, but not much room. A pickup of 1 to the 24. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Buys a little time with his feet. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCLA!
Number 2 in the end zone.
And I love the decisiveness by the quarterback on that play. Nobody open downfield. I'm going to go get this myself. And I'm not just going to go get a first down. I'm taking this thing to the house.
PAT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Nebraska endured a hostile crowd and the challenge that always comes with playing away from Memorial Stadium, and the Huskers came away with the win. It wasn't a blowout, but it is still a W. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way, but I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And the Huskies headed quickly to the line. It's a draw. Didn't have any better luck going back to him on second down. Now they're staring at 3rd and 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Last 2 runs got a big fat nothing. Let's see if they try to go up top on 3rd and 10. Quarterback on the move, still looking. This senior quarterback moving the chains and picking up a first down for his team. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs.
It's going to be tough on this defense containing this guy because he's got that sixth sense to get outside the pocket, and at that point, he's throwing it and hurting you, or you can take off and run. That time able to get the first down. Big challenge for the defense moving forward.
A little release to the back. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
That was right on the borderline. You want to make that quarterback feel you, but the official thought it was a little too much. The roughing the passer penalty. The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. Quarterback now breaking the field. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. They get to the line quickly. On second down, just keeps firing. Fires to the right. Complete downfield. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. And now on second down for this offense. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Trying to run it in. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Huskies.
And I love that this offense stuck to it, stuck to the run game, didn't panic, they got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
On to attempt the try. bangs it through for an extra point. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. On the move from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He'll start this drive firing. Finds his big tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Finds his back in the middle. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Got the back over the middle. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Splits the uprights. Good. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
UCLA 17, Washington 14.
So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. With that said, let's send it back to our guys inside Husky Stadium.
Washington about to boot it deep to start things in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. UCLA will go back to work on offense. First play from scrimmage here in the second half, and they'll keep it on the ground. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
He goes out of bounds after the big play, but there is a penalty marker on the field. Let's see what that one's about. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Davis looking to pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. On the move at the 30. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. The Bruins racing to the line in a hurry-up.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. The play action fake. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. The give to the back. Not much he could do there. Does pick up 2 to the 34. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they can't make the connection on third down. And the Bruins will punt it away on fourth down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. On the move, it's Maddox. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is a game of swings and momentum and a great opportunity here after scoring on the last drive, getting a stop, and now you have the football back.
They're playing well right now in all three phases, and they're complementing each other. So now, David, it's up to the offense here. It's up to this quarterback to lead this offense down the field to get a score.
Yeah, and to stay aggressive, to understand we've had success, we got this going the right way. Now I don't need to change anything. Go back to your go-to plays. That's now got you some momentum back in your favor.
Shotgun snap on third down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Gonna try to get it himself. This senior quarterback never afraid to run it when he has to pick up a first down. The Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. On target. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Looking for a productive play on first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. Washington wants to go quickly. He's looking for an open man on second down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Get a pass rush like that, and the Bruin faithful will give you an 8-clap in a heartbeat.
They'll get jacked up. They'll get excited. I mean, you think about a defense. You got to get those guys up front. You want to dominate college football. You want to be in the mix. Find those big defensive linemen that can make plays.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Get it out on the screen. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week, only called on twice. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
With jet sweep pass. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Washington right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
The trend continues for this offensive line from last week. They gave up 5 sacks last week. They've given up 4 today. The most important part of your offense is protecting that quarterback. They've got to do a better job.
He's got his man, and he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Got it set up on the outside. Still running at the 40. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Well, they pick up the first down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the first.
Productive pass offense for the Huskies, and they've had a long line of quarterbacks who've gone on to the pros.
Yeah, a lot of guys that you can think of. Warren Moon obviously was so dynamic, so good, but guys that were surgical, guys that read the defenses, made the decision, made big plays. That's what the Husky fans want to see.
Quick release by the QB. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. This is the type of play that decides games. Are you tough enough to convert 3rd and short from the 30? He'll try to pop the draw. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Got his man in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Going to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's got it again. At the 45, on his way. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They get in the backfield and make the play, and that's how they'll finish off this 3rd period. What a ride. It's been through the first 3 quarters of this game. We are all tied up. Let's check out some stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. All kinds of room to the right. Touchdown, Bruins! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the score.
Yeah, it had touchdown written all over it because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know these guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Jacksonville State is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 28 to Marshall. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll try the run. At the 40, there he goes! And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. He'll do it himself. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Pressure coming. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Now they'll run the draw. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. This is a 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Steps away to find some room. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Washington sends out the punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On 2nd down, will they go back to the ground game? Touch pass on the run. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After picking up this first down on the ground, let's see what they do. Fast motion from the offense. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. On the run, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Davis will throw. Dances away. You know those defenders wanted to light him up. Quarterback wisely gets down with the slide. And the Bruins will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that, my friends, is getting the perfect bounce, the perfect punt, and the perfect roll. They'll have them locked down inside their own 5. They'll try the right side. They didn't find much room. He'll pick up a couple out to the 5. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Moving out of the pocket. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty, obviously very happy with the results of the play. They've been able to put together nothing. Now 3rd and long from their own 1. Looking for space. It's London. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. He gets it away from his own end zone. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few first downs. And if I get a few first downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Davis looking to pass. Grabs it in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's going to take off. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. The Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 2nd down coming up. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Knocked down, but not before he crossed into the red zone and picked up 4 yards down to the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This crowd knows when to bring it. They'll keep it on the ground. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCLA! And they take it in for 6 more points. This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. The kickoff team out there getting set.
31, Washington, 17.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quarterback moving. At the 35, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. One big play, and now they've got it at the 42-yard line on 1st down. He's looking to throw it. The sweet feet buy a little time.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like, a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain, but these are the plays that get you W's.
Short gain on the play before he slides. Washington wants to go quickly.
3rd down coming up.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The freshman able to get home with the sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Turns it loose. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Here's the handoff. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it. Crosses the 30, he's got away. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Leaves it with the running back.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. They'll go to the counter. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Going to the running game. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. 3rd and goal from way back there. They'll give it to the back. Snowed under by the defense. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And that will extend their lead even further. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Mississippi State was anything but dominant, but the Bulldogs are going to leave this stadium today winners. A lot to work on, no question, but they avoid one in the L-Cup. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. The sure hands, it's Turner. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Trying to get rid of it. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. Out of the shotgun on third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. He only needs a sliver of daylight. And the returner will be brought down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Well, after back-to-back losses, this team is really teetering on the edge of disaster.
They got to try to hold on to the positives, as hard as that is to do right now, having lost a couple back-to-back, because this team has good players, and they've got good schemes on both sides of the ball. Just things have not gone their way. They just need to make a few more plays to turn this thing.
Yeah, and then they can do it, and they will do it. Listen, you got to get the players right. You got to get those guys in there believing. This is part of what happens. You got to take a few lumps sometimes, take those losses. But this team's going to figure it out. You can tell they got the right stuff.